the track, back to the snap. 1, 2 step, then you gotta lean back. Yeah, this is how we do it in the A-Town.
And if you ain't know,
this is how it goes down.
Hey, snap your fingers, but do your step. You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Hey, let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, but do your step. You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, hey.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really wanna brag. I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange, from the outlaw that'll never get tamed. Biscuit beats from the pirate band. Sign this deal with a lobster hand. Freestyle like a bowling pin. Flex these bars on a dolphin fin. Life's too short, but I can't complain. Doing backflips on a candy cane. Ride my scooter with a cape at night, and I'ma high five me a traffic light. I blink twice, then I teleport. Got kicked out of the Trump resort. Bought this cloud on a payment plan, then I ghosted out in a minivan. Mic in my hand like a waffle cone. Spitting out syrup in the twilight zone. Got no job, but I'm on the clock, and you can't stop me, cause don't stop.
But not far from where the Steelers' former homes at Three Rivers Stadium, Forbes Field once stood, we are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. And tonight we've got an AFC matchup in store for you, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Great beginning there under the bright lights of prime time.
Yeah, it takes you back to high school football on a Friday night, doesn't it? When you feel like every eye in the county is on you. In this case, every eye in prime time is on you.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Alex Highsmith there on the tackle. These two teams met in Baltimore, you might remember, earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
The tackle by Cole Holcomb. You look at the Steelers defense. They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now it's Jackson. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up fourth down.
And like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So the drive stays alive after the fourth down conversion. First and 10 inside the 30. Throwing is Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Steelers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll run with a rookie drafted in the third round. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
70.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Jair Alexander on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line.
They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Here we go. Set. Cowboy 80.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
60.
Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay. So that flag will set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready, ready.
Back to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. 55 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
First down, here's Mitchell. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Look at the Steeler defense. They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they are facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means this is going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
180. Hey, report. Report.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Jackson now. Looking for the out route. He's got his man. It's Mitchell. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 3.
180.
Here's Jackson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 21.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Hey, report. 180. 180.
We're scoreless after one. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. They run over center with Mitchell. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Jackson. And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. To throw is Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Ravens go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They'll look to throw now on first down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The Steelers at 9-7 now on the year. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
That completes it again to Metcalf. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. If you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they had their ground, had their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Second and 4.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. 4 catches now on this drive alone. They can't stop it. It's another first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. That doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent game.
Screen play, Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 23 yards, the final tally.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Here we go.
Now they'll change things up.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Buffalo 18.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
Prior view. A gain of 5 brings up second and goal.
60 Eagles.
At
60
the 1 yard
Eagles.
line.
And he completed 7 straight passes before that one, as it falls incomplete and puts a halt to that streak.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
I can't imagine we'd see another throw here. 3rd and goal from the 1.
Here we go. Here we go. Panthers.
Quick throw complete. Touchdown. Calvin Austin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
7. Chris Boswell will be kicked off for Pittsburgh.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Now it's Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. The toss left side from Mitchell. He'll take this to the 46. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Now a 2nd and 10.
No, we changed it.
Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Once again, it's Mitchell. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 91 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it, when you go into a game, you think you get the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Even 4 on the carry there, and 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
What? There it is.
Mitchell trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal?
All right. Middle.
Looking to throw. Jackson. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. On his loop for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Ravens 14, Steelers 7. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A 1-touchdown ball game. 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people would think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air. We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This now a 3rd and 4.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 3rd and 4.
And now an audible here into something else.
Ready?
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here we go. Here we go. 70 Timberwolves. Let go.
Now back to throw. And Allen's got it. And he'll be held down at about the 30-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Okay, ready? 70 Timberwolves. Ready?
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Cowboy 80. Let's go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now a run, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here.
At the Ravens' 23-yard line.
A short one there to Freiermuth. So the completion good for 6 yards. 3rd and 7 now.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Cougar 19.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Intended for Keaton Mitchell. Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Now Jackson back into his end zone. That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Throwing is Jackson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Across midfield. He's on his way. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 77 yards. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
Project, this ain't what you want.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA.
Come on, check. Cowboy 80.
Johnson running left. And he is going to lose yardage here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Panther 11.
Back to throw here. And for the 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. On the counter, Mitchell. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Alex Highsmith simply would not be stopped on that play. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And his throw here is incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Jackson going to keep it. And I think the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that, because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
Gravity Lions. Hey, check that. Street. Go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Just the Eagles. Ready.
Whipping one into Allen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll give up the middle to Johnson. And now moving a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Got it. Ready?
3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
He'll look to throw. Throw, but incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They've had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's 2nd and 3. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. He stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you go a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
And he's got room. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
The Ravens on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Jackson. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. It's Highsmith. They're there to drop it for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away. Now Austin. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
19,
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
He'll drop to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Ready.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
10 yards.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Warriors, ready. Panther 60, Panther 6, Buffalo 18. Ready.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's brought down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
18 Rattler.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll look to throw again. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Come on. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 25-yard line.
Steelers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
60 Bison. Go.
Johnson is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. Here now, 2nd and goal.
It's almost at 1. Brings up 2nd and
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
19 Lions.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Start. Ready.
They're going to look to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's a 2nd and 5. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The give is to McLaughlin. And a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Cut.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. What a